Salute and thank you, NERDSoul. Oh yeah, late ill kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing that street geek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go. Spider-Man. All right, full spoilers before we even get started. Y'all seen it by now. I know everybody done seen it because I've driven past a whole bunch of theaters and the parking lot been packed all weekend. All right, and I know y'all wasn't seeing. I don't know, whatever. Y'all was seeing Spider-Man. All right, y'all was stop acting like you were seeing.
Marys.
So, anyway, not by myself. I have Solar Gray. Say what's up.
Hello, everyone. This is Solar Gray, the Cinematic Sorcerer, coming at you from the Wizard's Tower. And yeah, we're here to talk about our struggle avatar.
Not the struggle avatar. All right, so we also have Coop of Blurtish. What's up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Shout out to everybody who's listening to this on the Blurtish format. Check us out. Can't wait to talk some Spider-Man. And just to what Mike was saying, yes, everybody and their mama saw it. It's almost at 1 billion worldwide. And honestly, still made 51 million domestically. So, in other words, they're going to go see Tom Holland. Now, yes, the Odyssey ain't Tom Holland's movie. I know he's just a part of it. But he's a part of it.
He's got a good part in it. He's not background, but I feel what you're saying.
He plays the son, right? He plays the son.
Yeah, he plays the son.
Okay, so if he's the son, hey, spoiler, folks. If you read literature, I know he killed a few people at the end because that's what his son do, mess with his mama. So so I gotta go see it because I know what the role is. I just ain't seen it. But yes, I want to see Tom Holland kill some people. How about that? Because they had it coming.
Yeah, 2 points on that. Number one, yeah, Tom Holland is in his golden boy period. And number two, I don't want to hear nothing about spoilers about the Odyssey. The story is over 3,000 years old.
We also read it at least. We also read it at least twice in high school. So
yeah, I mean, that's one of those things. It's like, oh man, there's this new movie called The Ten Commandments. Don't give me spoilers.
I can imagine that somebody, now we're in our 40s, so yes, we read it and we seen the NBC one.
Yeah, because I don't know what y'all doing in school because they say y'all can't read in high school.
Nah,
I don't know what y'all doing now.
Look, we saw the Vanessa Williams one, and good God, in that movie, y'all. If you're young and you don't know Vanessa Williams, go watch it. That is a good movie. That's when NBC was doing TV movies. I can watch that movie to this day. Vanessa Williams killed it. I'm just saying, y'all, if you are one of the people, I'm sure somebody 30 below tomorrow, they spoiling the movie for the Odyssey. I could have just imagined somebody be like, man,
y'all don't y'all remember reading it?
Did y'all not read any Greek mythology? I get it, bro. They can't read now. Yeah, and I don't want to believe that because look,
man, I'm gonna just keep it real. My wife is a math tutor, and even from teachers, they're trying to get them to pass the SOL. Oh, sorry, if you're not in Virginia, SOL is Standards of Learning. It's the state test. So it's the state test. So they're just trying to get them to pass the test. But the kids don't know math facts, man. They don't know they basic. I'm like, then I'm looking at the classrooms. I'm like, well, where the little multiplication thing? They got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to 9 and 0 and they got all the numbers in them. Where's that at? They ain't got that no more. They ain't got the cursive letters across the top of the board no more. They ain't got that. I'm like, put it back. Put it back. So I'm like, what are y'all doing? But anyway, don't get me started.
Sorry.
I don't want to be one of those kids these days, old man. And as I believe the oldest person on this channel, I'm gonna stand hard on not being that. Because education is not what we were taught. What we were taught education is supposed to be, and what it has turned into is different. But I can't blame the kids.
Oh no.
They ain't got no choice in that. Just like we didn't have no choice. Again, I spent decades learning cursive, and fortunately, the futurist Tony Stark came out in my consciousness because I was type when I learned coding when I was in third grade. So I'm like, I don't like that I have bad handwriting, but this keyboard has the same handwriting.
All I'm gonna say is this on reading, and we gonna get to it, y'all. If y'all watch comic book movies, I know for some reason it's not cool to read comics, and a lot of y'all streamers, there's a lot of the streamers who give these terrible, terrible reviews. Like we stream too, but we're not streamers, like per se, where that's all we do. And I've seen the people who like be hyper focused, like say in video games. That's cool. And then like they don't value the other fandoms. Like for some reason it's cool to downplay Marvel. I get it. Marvel is Disney. It's a big corporation. Knock away on it all you will. But to play like it's some lesser fandom than other fandom.
Oh yeah.
And all that stuff. But then it's like they don't know nothing of the social. And I'm not one of those snobs at all, because there's so many people who be like, "Well, you got to read this." It's like I'm not gonna know every issue, bro. The point is to know
there's so much history.
Yeah, and it changes. But these folks do so much giving, so much influence and don't know nothing. Yeah. I just be like, good Lord. So y'all, reading is fundamental. Reading is fun.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Yeah. Get you, I know that sounds like a boring ass PSA. I'm trying to be nice, y'all. I'm kind of disheartened. As a brother from the South who would go to Winn-Dixie to read comic books that would take
shouts to Winn-Dixie.
That would take me to a world that I could never be. That I could not afford, that my parents didn't know. Like my parents didn't know how to enjoy fantasy and this and that. And I know that sounds crazy. My dad was old. He was born 1924. My mom, like in the 50s or whatever. They didn't have time to fantasize. Okay, and if they did, it
life,
was
look, man, for them old brothers, life was real.
Yeah, like
life was real. Like my grandfather would tell me stories. Like I kind of get it.
So
I get it. Like everything was like
the scale of just
far. Your friend, a group of people could roll up to your friend's house because they didn't like whatever happened earlier that day, snatch him out of his house, and you just not see him again. And don't nobody in the town say nothing. Can't say nothing.
Exactly.
He just gone.
My dad grew up in Greensburg, Louisiana. And that it sounds how it sounds. My mom grew up in Woodville, Mississippi. And these were times that, you had to hold your family tight and keep watch on them and all that stuff. And you had to be self-sufficient, not because you just wanted to be rich, because you had no choice.
Yeah.
So just saying, reading is good for you. Read,
learn
y'all.
Stuff
because you're allowed to do so and have fun with it. So,
What I will say on this, because, we are here to talk about Spider-Man, and Spider-Man did start in print, is that y'all feel free to hit me in the comments, because I'm about the serious. Like, I'm bringing big on PSP right now.
Oh, hold up! You're like phasing now. Now your voice is like fading in and out. I don't know what happened.
Right.
They're trying to stop us.
No. It's all right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't never want to see us shine.
Yes. How's this sound?
All right, yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be big on right now, and I'm gonna say that don't let school get in your way, because we hear reading is fundamental, reading is fun. What we experience is read what we tell you, or you will be punished, and that kills a whole bunch.
Oh man, it's doing it again, where you're like phasing in and out.
All right, hang on. Do this thing.
But it's all good, y'all. He rolling through. But while you brought up basically, if it was hard for you to hear that part, guys, basically, when it comes to some school structures, it's basically read what we tell you.
Yeah.
Or you gonna get in trouble.
And that makes reading, that literally sets an anchor point in a lot of young kids' consciousness that reading is fundamentally work.
Yes.
And so when they go, I'm gonna read this book, man, you ain't gotta read right now. You ain't gonna get in trouble if you don't read it. Why you gonna be doing that? There's a lot more to it. And given that the culmination of all knowledge has been written down, not turned into movies, not made mangas, not made animes, and not made TV shows. But everything that we figured out is in books. It's best
somewhere.
it's best to learn to love those things because the answers to anything you're concerned about is in one somewhere. Just got to know which book it is that you got to look at. So, but I guess this all started with if anybody says, "Oh no, spoilers on the Odyssey," I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
it's funny. It is hilarious.
Now we are spoiling Spider-Man, but first,
spoilers.
I'm gonna throw it to Coop. After you see the film, you get the last frame where they smile at each other. You got Ned smiling at Peter. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about, I guess, the quadrilogy now? How are you feeling? How are you feeling about Spider-Man in this movie?
I know it's a quadrilogy, if you will, or quadrant. I don't know. I'm going to look at this as not a trilogy, not a part 4. I'm looking at this as a part 1. And I know that's it's a fine like seesaw of it because for one, we no longer have, shout out to John Watts. Look, we affectionately call that the home. Like there's 5 levels of movie going Spider-Man. There's Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
There's Andrew 1.5. I'm sorry, Andrew. I think he's a good actor. TASM 2 sucked. That's why we got the home series. This is effectually the home series. Then we have the Into or Across or the Into.
Yeah, the Spider-Verse series.
Spider-Verse series. Now we have, hello, my name is Peter Parker and I'm Spider-Man. Now I don't know what this series is going to be called, but now we're kind of in your friendly neighborhood, down on his luck. We're kind of full circle into the Tobey Maguire, but actually maybe a little bit, a dash of comic book accuracy and also a dash of more muted MCU with a good sophisticated look. So ultimately all that said is that I feel like I vividly remember going to see Spider-Man 1 and the excitement behind it when I was in college. Like it was like raw,
that first
energy that
the first time he took to the sky and hit the I was like, yo.
There's only 2 other people that I wasn't born in the 70s, but I hear talks of like just watching Christopher Reeve and how good he was, watching him on TVS and all that. I can feel that why somebody would feel that. I do remember Batman Mania, but I was still kind of young. But I remember that's when the modern version of it, when you first saw the merchandise, people was cutting the bat symbol in their yard and it was making the news. And people was getting at you like, all this gothic stuff with, and then it was like Tim Burton. It was like, okay, this is a little nutty. Bat Fever is nutty, but I like it because we watched Adam, the old Batman show growing up. But then you hear talks of this coming. And then Spider-Man. And of course, MCU grew into that fever pitch, with Tony Stark and all the good actors that made the MCU.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man, the Hulk kind of went even before that, but people wanted to, but it was kind of a miss. I enjoyed it, but it just don't.
Yeah, I think in The Incredible Hulk,
people wanted
is a semi-slept on. It like I think it was cooler than people gave it credit for. But it wasn't Iron Man.
Yeah,
I do think it was cooler than people gave it credit for.
It was cooler, but he went with an art house approach to the Hulk. And shout out to that director, but I don't believe, but it just was different.
Oh, not regular Hulk, not Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, the Edward Norton one. I ain't talking about that. Okay. The Ang Lee, Ang Lee.
That was rough.
But hey, look, you still contributed. You were still there.
People tried, but it kind of faded away real quick. But it's just so many, just famous superhero characters, what they call your Q rating or whatever it is, that if people never read a comic, they're gonna know Wonder Woman, they're gonna know Superman, they're gonna know possibly the Hulk, they're gonna know Batman, and they're gonna know Spider-Man. There's just no way around it. Like they are ingrained in America media entertainment history. Like there's no way to not know them. You people who are born in 5 years are gonna know those characters. People who 100 know those characters. Like only a few other characters have that appeal, and that only recent that and only like say Mario has recently joined that, and he's like 40 years old. But people know Mario. You got to throw the video games in there, but or Sonic, but more so Mario. But it used to be like Bugs Bunny, like just names of like these characters who've been around in Prince comics or whatever. But yeah, it's just he's a major character to this, and you know what? Ultimately, I'm happy. I enjoyed it. I was pleased. I am happy that it is, I'm gonna pass my this sticking in the face of the film bro, the letterbox crowd. That shout out to the Ringerverse. I love some of the Ringerverse, except for one pod, and they're not even bad people. But when two of these cats get together, Sean Fantasy and the lady Amanda Dobbs, oh my god, they insufferable. It's like, why do y'all review these movies, man? It's like at the dumbest. I'm gonna say the dumbest thing I heard. And I love when people say this. It seems like it's setting up another movie. No, duh. It's Marvel Comics. Have you read a comic?
Yeah, like the nature.
Duh.
I think
the
only thing I can guess is that
comic book.
The only thing I can assume is that these people haven't read comics at all, because that's basically.
But you know
the
what?
Batman comics job is to kind of try to get you to read Justice League, and the Justice League comics job is to try to kind of get you to read, Green Arrow, and Green Arrow's comics job is trying to get you to read, what I'm saying? It's so maybe if they never really read comics, all of these people things are like leading to each other because they're trying to merchandise.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that part up with the comics job is not to get you to read the next issue. It is to get you to buy the next issue.
Yes.
And they don't care if you read it. They just want you to buy it, and that became the whole comic.
May I ask y'all a question? Okay, and we're gonna go real old school. Okay. Since I'm waxing poetically about America, there was something called radio soaps. Mm-hmm. Radio soaps or radio serials became soap operas. Soap operas was always built with the next thing, the next wild thing, the next thing. Mm-hmm. And leading back into Marvel, look, X-Men 97, it's the greatest soap going right now. I don't care. It's a soap opera. I love it.
Whenever
it's messy, it's crazy, it's wild.
I remember when I was in high school, I can't remember, there was one girl I was talking to. I had a comic book and I was like reading during lunch, and she was like, I don't get it. Comic books, this is just so stupid. I don't get it. And I was like, well, imagine this. I was like, comic books are soap operas for men. And she was like, huh. And I was like, yeah. General Hospital, anyone? Young and the Restless, anyone? Yeah, they dead, kind of dead. They're gonna be back 2 seasons from now. You're gonna be like, hey, did they die? Don't worry about that.
Now that we a little more elevated, I remember. Speaking of things I remember Victor Newman in 1995, 96. The Young and the Restless, like I didn't watch it. I knew about the Young and the Restless was so hot. That people
was huge,
bruh. That was the only other things that I remember that distinctly had that effect in high school of watching before comic book movies became this, because clearly that's like gender wise, yes, mostly women will watch that. They were going crazy. That Can't Wait to Exhale, because everybody was reading that book in the same year. Let's see, and WWC. No, NWL wrestling when Hulk Hogan turned bad at Nitro. Like those things are landmark.
And then we found out Hulk Hogan was bad in real life too. No, we ain't gonna go there. We're gonna leave it. That's been litigated and adjourned.
I just I'll pass the mic. But,
quite honestly, I let people make their money however they make their money. It doesn't make a difference to me how a person makes a living. But this overall thing of like, there's this quote, I don't like to be marketed to, end quote, type of venom, and I'm just kind of going, then leave Western civilization, because you're being sold to at every
All the
single moment.
time.
Okay. You know what? I love comics, I love stories, I love books. And yeah, guess what? The people that pay for us to watch the Spider-Mans swing throughout the city, they want to make their money back. And they got that money by having a smaller amount of that kind of money and make it into a large amount of money. And that is what they do. And quite honestly, it would be nice if we got self-contained singular stories. And guess what? We do in independent film all over the place. Do we get that in superhero stuff? No,
Because it's
Thank
not
you.
supposed to.
more than any of us will ever see in 3 lifetimes. I will never know what $300 million looks like.
No.
And
And
the
again-
people who put $300 million up to make a Spider-Man movie, and then the people that put another $200 million up for commercials, press tours, billboards,
Yeah.
posters to make stuff to say, hey, go see the Spider-Man's video or Spider-Man's movies, they're gonna try and make their money back. And I don't fault them for that. What I look for is, yes, this is gonna pitch another movie for me. Great, fantastic, it's pitching another movie. One, does it do it well? And second, does it tell the rest of the story that it's trying to tell outside of being a commercial? Because I grew up in the 80s, y'all. I can tell you there was not deep storytelling in 96% of the cartoons that I watched. In fact,
No.
the only cartoons that I watched as a child that were not toy commercials were Looney Tunes, and the second generation of Looney Tunes being Tiny Toon Adventures and the Animaniacs.
Oh,
Outside of that,
Tiny Toon Adventures. Shouts
outside
out.
of those, like, or I will say the whole Warner Brothers, Steven Spielberg thing, but even Freakazoid was trying to sell them toys. And the He-Mans was it was a toy before it was a cartoon.
Yeah.
Same with the Thundercats, same with the She-Ras, same with the Bionic Six. Shout out to
Yeah.
Fresno.
Transformers. Yeah.
You know, yeah. Transformers were big toy commercials, and guess what? They still big toy commercials. So I've disconnected from those were my heroes, those were my icons. They were, but they were also selling me the toys.
I
And
just
now I'm gonna be real about that. And
that's why I just had to throw in there about the fake
yeah,
pompous people who do get on these big channels or paid for it. Good for them to say that. That's just one. That's the only thing.
Well, that's the
around it.
grift. That's the
Yeah.
it's the anti, like, I don't like anything that's popular grift.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know, they you know, no matter what it is, it could be
And they
music,
got
it could
different
be
opinions
movies, it could
on the
be
outrage
Spotify
dollar.
channel. But
Yeah.
it's like
About the outrage.
I just
dollar
found that
market.
weird. Like when you say that, like, I don't really like this, that, but it's like, go figure. It made $1 billion over the weekend, and that's
Somebody
fine.
liked
It could be complete garbage and still make money. Thor did,
Yeah.
but guess what? I doubt it. It's gonna keep making. Like, look, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
this
Thor,
is gonna make
Love
some
and Thunder made his money. It was profitable, but it is hated.
Yeah. So all right, I'm gonna throw it over to Solar. So you finish the theater up. All right, because Coop said he good with it. All right, let me see if we got a number 2 on it. Let's see if we got two down with it. You finish the movie, they smile at each other. How you feeling?
So, first off, I gotta say, Mr. Cooper, you are in a dangerous place right now. And by that, I mean my head. You need to
Wow.
get out of my head because it ain't safe in there.
Okay.
I am right there with you 100%. This is the start of a new franchise. Okay, we
Thank
have
you.
had the Home series. Okay,
Stay your butt home.
yeah, the Coming, Far From, and No Way. That was the home trilogy. And now we are at the true first movie of the Spider-Man franchise for Sony and Marvel. Because the 3 previous movies were really origin. They were really the origin story, or in DC terms, the year 1, year 2, year 3 series. Okay, we didn't see him get bit. We never met Uncle Ben. Didn't need to.
We didn't.
And it gave us what actually makes him Spider-Man. You know, and they gave us he crawled under Tony Stark's wing way too soon. And we got 30-something-year-old Spider-Man in the comics as a 17-year-old boy, which it was fun, but for us diehard Peter Parker fans, that wasn't the business. This movie is the beginning of the franchise that was like, hey, I got you. And you said it exactly right. This is the Golden Boy, Tom Holland's Tobey Maguire season. Because one of my favorite Instagrammers actually said it in his rap, where it was, if we turn to the book of the spider, it says, God says those that God shall have, except Peter Parker. Can I get an amen? Because Spider-Man ain't Spider-Man unless he's suffering.
He gotta suffer, unfortunately.
I mean, that's kind of the whole point of Spider-Man, specifically Peter Parker. A bit of Miles, but Miles has a different flavor. But Peter Parker has always been the cost of doing the right thing.
Yes.
It's a lot of people look at comics as a whole and they're like, yeah, you know, I want to be like Superman and I want to be like Batman. And people are like, no, Batman's parents died. And yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Oh, Superman's an orphan. Yeah, you know what? And these are characters I love. Okay, make no mistake. But I would have Krypton blow up 100 times over. If they were like, you know, would you rather be Spider-Man or Superman? I'm like, you know what? If I got all their trauma, I will take Superman every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Wow.
You know, you look at Batman and the whole Bat family, and you're kind of going, man, their stuff is tragic. And then you look at Spider-Man and you're going, wait a second. Are you just... He has there's the Peter Parker curse.
Can I throw in one thought on that?
Yeah.
I will pick Spider-Man over Batman. Batman is psychologically crazy, and he like there's a chance Peter Parker can be happy. He just has bad luck. No, there is no happy ending for Batman, but death.
I have to disagree with that.
I don't think there's no happy ending for that man.
No,
Mark will let me know, but
one, I gotta say, one, there is no such thing as a psychologically healthy superhero. Okay, all of them are crazy. They're just crazy in different flavors, including Cap.
However, you know what I'm saying. Cap is out of time.
Cap is just like really brave.
He just old, man.
Just a brave guy.
Okay.
Just a soldier that just got to fight a war. Just keep fighting.
But Jim Butcher actually said it best when it's like, who would you rather be, Spider-Man or Batman? And the answer is Batman, because underneath his whole thing, he is both Zorro and James Bond.
But he don't want to be happy though.
Huh?
He don't want
that's great for him.
The only time he just want to sit in the darkness.
No, the moment
when he marries Catwoman and let himself be and kind of have a son, or when he raised Damien, that's the only time he seemed to be kind of.
The only time he was close to being happy was when he lost his memory, and Alfred looked at the rest of the superhero community saying, "Do not wake him up. You don't want to see what I can do. I'm Pennyworth." But with Peter Parker specifically, as soon as his teeth are showing in the form of a smile, the universe slaps him down like he was talking back. it'd be like, you know what? I'm actually happy about I'm happy about my wife. Mary Jane gets kidnapped. I actually have enough money to both pay my rent and
You
pay
know
my
what?
car insurance. The Daily Bugle either fires him or gets blown up by the Punisher. I
I,
finally have a friend that knows who I am on both levels, like Johnny Storm. Nope, killed in the negative zone. I joined the Fantastic Four or the Future Foundation. I actually have friends that I can kick it with for the first time in my whole life. Oh, wait, Johnny Storm is alive again. All right, Spider-Man, go back to Queens. I mean, every time he is happy about anything, the
Go back to
universe
Queens.
I, I want to throw two real quick things there because you made me laugh or something. First off, as much as I love Fantastic Four, Reed Richards. Reed Richards is a billionaire or close to it, right? In the
Yeah,
comics.
Reed gotta be swimming into the dough.
Reed is so rich that he don't even know the concept of money because he's just too busy making stuff that work. Put you can put Peter on the payroll.
Yeah, you can give him
can
an
afford-
easy stipend. Come
God,
on, bro.
Yet he doesn't.
He
That's
never-
my point.
I get
Yo,
so
I'm telling
angry.
you, Reed is on the low.
Reed is a
Reed
problem.
is a piece of trash. I'm gonna just say that. This is
He's
on the
a
low.
worse communist. He's a worse, excuse me, not communist, capitalist than Tony. Tony will at least be like, look, bro, I gotta know your ID. Like sometimes, when I know they reversed it, be like, look, man, I don't really know you, but I wanna, like, Tony at least kind of be like, bro, I wanna pay you. Like, model some of my tech. Let's do this. Ain't you a genius too? Oh, you seem to be smart. Man, come on.
Like, I mean, honestly, if say I'm in the Marvel universe and I'm papered up. If I meet Peter, I know he got some problem. I'll be like, yo, man, look, how much you need? How much you need, bro? Because I know you out there, you swinging, getting beat up and stuff.
What?
How much you need? You know what I'm saying? I got you.
Ask that question. I would just be like, Spider-Man, you're always coming to me for stuff. Everybody hates you. You save the city
Everybody
day in,
hates you.
day out. And Wolverine is trying to take your girl every other week.
Oh, that's cold.
Look, Peter, let me at least pay off your auntie's house. Okay? I know she's getting Social Security. I will put her on the payroll and pay her way more money than she has ever seen in her life because I can write that off on my books as a rounding error. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you don't need much. You live in Queens. And your auntie looked at Ben Grimm and almost grabbed him by the ear for trying to reach onto the food while she was cooking. I like that. So let me at least take care of her.
And you
Not
know what?
to mention, she keeps you from putting on that black suit. And none of us want to see you put on that black suit. So
be right about Batman. Because all his family can kill other people who try to mess with him. So he don't have to really worry about them. You're right. You got
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, anybody could fix Peter's life and make it a little easier. But guess what? The universe says no.
Future Foundation. No. Reed can do it in one afternoon.
Man, Reed, Tony, who else got paper?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange got, but Doctor Strange, he don't even have to use money. He can just do a spell over Wells Fargo or something.
Yeah,
even Luke Cage.
Cool. Get out of my head. I was
even
literally
Luke Cage.
about to say Danny Rand.
Even Danny Rand tried to Danny Rand is rich, and even Luke Cage was like, bruh, like, don't you want to get I think he was like. Luke Cage can't paper. He ain't papered up. Sometimes he kind of leaned to it because of Rand and because of because he made his own corporation. With Heroes for Hire, depending on who owns it, whatever iteration. But Luke Cage, once he stopped being, broke, I hate to say it like that, but he never been broke again, per se. And even he feels like, bro, Peter, come on,
exactly. But no,
let's get paid. Let me get paid you. Let's do this.
I'm bringing all this up because Brand New Day is the first time that we've seen Tom Holland's Superman be at a default point of suck. I mean, in the other movies, he had moments, but Anime was clutch. He had the girl that's a Disney kid supermodel. His best friend is ride or die. He's leaving the country. He's in the right school, and I'm like, okay, I get the Spider-Man and all that stuff, but no friend. I mean, since we're talking spoilers, Even his Commissioner Gordon analog is straight up saying, "Bro, you ain't healthy.
Nah, you not
like take a couple of days off, make some friends." He's like, "You're my friend. What are my kids' names?" Well,
I said one is Poppy.
And yeah, so it's like, part of the essence of Spider-Man has always been he does the right thing, and life is hard. And even when, comic spoilers, when Dr. Octopus took over his life and put it in order, when he came back, he was
was that the Superior series?
Yes, that was one. Yeah. Opened up a corporation, finished his PhD.
Have you never read the Superior?
No.
I'm not gonna front. Superior series. I don't think some people hate it, but I love the Superior series.
Yo,
Doc Ock in the body of Spider-Man was funny.
He's like, all right, let me go and open up a corporation. Let me hook you up real quick.
Bro, he make him get his. He was like, wait a minute, this dude ain't got his degree or his PhD.
Yeah,
he's like, Doc Ock was so angry that he was like, let me go ahead and pass this. He went took a week and got his doctorate because he's a genius. He's very genius. He's
Doc Ock literally jumped into his body, fixed his financial life, took him to the barber shop, got him all edged up,
got clean cut.
Yeah, seriously, got him 2 or 3 pairs of Jordans,
Doc Ock even started dating. He was like, look, man, look.
Word?
Doc Ock is like, look, I'm evil, but I don't want to be alone. He's like, I will allow myself to be.
Okay, he always has been. I like him more than Green Goblin. And as soon as Peter came back, the universe said, "Hey, you got everything you ever needed." And Doc Ock even made spider bots to patrol the city, so Spider-Man didn't have to do it anymore. And as soon as Peter got back, the universe said, "Oh, you're back?"
Nah. Even Jameson liked Peter when he was Doc Ock because he was doing, he was a little overboard. Of course, Jameson would love him. Because he can't tell who the real Spider-Man is supposed to be. Even though I think he's kind of chill, but it's like, this is so bizarre.
Yeah. So
but so good.
Yeah. So this writing, taking away everything from Tom Holland, I liked a lot. I really appreciate it. I was talking to some friends last night in preparation for today, and what I will say is that this movie has more cameos than most other Marvel movies, and they were well placed.
Okay. I'll touch on that later, but yeah.
Yeah. So the writing was good, although the first thought people, because a lot of people talk to me about movies, and their first question was, how'd you like it? And my reply is, I liked it a lot, although it was surprisingly dark.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting the dark overtones of this.
Depressing.
And once I saw that the dark overtones were based on Peter Parker's suffering when he's not Spider-Man, I was all in. I was really all in. And the supporting cast was on point.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, so on my end, the movie ends, and I've now seen the film 3 times. So,
wow.
So, yes.
It's
so I've now seen.
But you watched it every day. Thursday,
I watched
Friday.
it. I saw it Thursday. I saw it Saturday morning, and then I saw it just today before a little bit earlier today.
Mike has contributed.
Well, no. After that, I had to run. After the movie, I had to run to my mom's house. Had to run to Kroger, and then after this, I'm gonna have to run to Wegmans or something like that. You gotta run around. So
Mike has gave his offering to the Church of Spider.
Yo, man, look. There's only 3 movies that I've seen. I've seen The Matrix 4 times in theater. I've seen Black Panther 4. I think maybe 5 times in the theater, and now I've seen this 3 times already. So it's, certain movies hit me. I'm like, oh, I'm going back. So the movie ends, and I was just like, wow, they handled a lot in one movie. And even when I saw the trailer, I was thinking, how long is this movie gonna be? And they handled it well. Like I was happy at the end of the film. And I mean, I was like, yo, we're going somewhere. And the crowd cheered and clapped at two of the three. The Saturday morning was the first screening at 8:20 a.m. So it was just they was probably tired. But but the one today they cheered as well, and they just juggled a lot, and it landed well. Like it landed well for me, and I'm happy, man. I'm like, yo, Spider-Man, look, this is good. They hitting, and basically like you said, we got a lot of cameos, and it didn't feel overwhelming. But since it is spoiler, I'm gonna go around. I'll start with I want to go with the bad first. Let's do the bad, then we can end on the good. So bad thing for me. All right, this could be sort of good too, but Sony, I see you taking from the other Spider-Man properties. I see you. I don't know if I like it or not, but I see you. I see you take it from the video game. I see you take it from Miles.
Oh, well,
I see you.
everybody know they take it from video games. Yeah.
I saw. I'm seeing, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not angry about it, but come on now. Like let Peter have Peter's life, not video game Peter's life or Miles's life.
I have to push back on that just a little bit because I was
that
good with the homages. I was very good with the homages. I'm like, all right, because an homage in a film is very much a way to say, hey, we did our homework.
Okay, all right. Let's not act like homages can't slip into. We really didn't have any other ideas, but it worked. It worked great over here.
I'll say this because they don't own the book of Spider-Man, but also because just with Miles, they already taken the ultimate. This is kind of like quasi Ultimate Spider-Man, anyway. And I mean, Ned is actually should be what's his actual name? Genki, but they made him Ned, and that was Miles' partner. But at the same time, Genki doesn't really speak in there. He's there. He's just like there for practical jokes. So it's just I'm cool with it because then it just works for Peter to how to have a friend, and it worked because he needed because young Holland needed a friend, but it works, man. I don't know.
So my next thing, and this is probably the only other thing that I did not like, is Hollywood. Bring it in. Look at me. Writers, look at me. Producers, look at me. I'm tired of the hero accidentally helping the bad guys and then having to circle the block. He got to spin the block and fix what he accidentally broke when he didn't know. And then also having him say something like, we got it wrong. No, you didn't get it wrong. The way they directed and played Jean Grey, no, you got it right. Homegirl was literally violating their human autonomy, jumping into their bodies, forcing them. Of course she seems like a bad guy. But writers, I'm going to help you out. The next time you're faced with this and you want to do this, stop. Here's what you can do. You can have the same type of detective, just flip it. You have the same type of detective style, figuring out what's going on in damage control, just flip it. Someone comes to Peter. They're being used by Jean Grey, but instead of being used maliciously, it's being used like, hey, you don't know me, but I really need your help. You're the only one I can believe in. You're the only one I think I can trust because you're the only one that seems like they're a stand-up guy. Then he meets Jean Grey. Jean Grey gives him the download. He don't believe it. Boom, walks into damage control. Seems like, everything kind of wrong, I don't know. Then maybe halfway in the movie, like we see before, see later, he catch your boy in a lie. Then he like, caught your ass.
Slightly disagree.
Well, here's the thing. If you might here's the thing. Disagree on how I rewrote it, but disagree that you tired of seeing that same story. DC does it. Marvel does it. Even like Invincible does it.
I
I'm
was saying
tired of it.
It was obvious that like,
It's
oh
like-
boy, once he showed up with the hand, like, all right, bro, you got the hand working for you. You ain't right.
He was like,
Like, all right,
they just needed a little tough
okay.
love.
Like, okay, bro. But
But
I would say
that's something that
if
I'm kind
we
of
had-
tired of because I watch so much stuff.
it's
Other people
tiresome.
probably aren't bothered by it, but
I think it
you know.
was. Now Peter was tripping saying those things because G was a villain. She may or may not kill him.
yeah,
She may or not kill the old man. I know people are like, oh shit, like that dude got hit by a taxi. He broke his back broke. But
yeah, that dude is dead.
He's probably dead. And then
Internal
whoever-
bleeding. He bled out in the hospital. He
So-
gone.
But I actually like them making a crazy Jean Grey to show how powerful, the special gifted people. They ain't say mutant yet, even though I
Yeah,
know the
they ain't
word
say
mutant is
mutant
out there. They ain't say mutant to Sony. Yeah, I know Sony, whatever, Marvel, however they want to do it. I know those words get a little bit legalese, but let's just say gifted other. In this one, eventually she'll be a mutant when they get to,
Yeah,
just MCU mutants. But it's good to show her not being the choir girl or whatever, and that the government, surprise,
well, yeah, she doesn't have to be squeaky
balance.
clean.
Yeah,
but just a situation where
Like,
where we don't help the bad guys unwittingly again. But all
But
right, we got
I
we got Mark Dub up in here. Shouts out to Mark Dub, but we got Mark Dub in here.
I would just say that the way that they did it, I think, was a good, clean way to fit in that runtime. It kind of squeezed in those cliff notes. in a way.
Now, before I throw it over to Coop real quick, for like the stuff that you didn't like, if there's anything that you didn't like, this also, I hate to say it, but when it comes to mutants, bruh, like, yo, getting your powers at puberty, like, cause you have like no discipline. You saw how those two girls was just jumping into people's bodies. That's like those kids that joyride the car, total it, and then be in court like, well, I mean, we were just having fun. You know what I'm saying? This is a very similar concept. Like, and I mean, I don't know well, now you in South Central, you knew kids that probably joyrode cars and totaled them. Because if it happened here in Virginia, it was definitely happening there.
You know, due to the Fifth Amendment, I have to say that I have no opinion on it whatsoever.
Oh man! So yes, I knew a couple of those kids, and now thinking like those types of powers when you're like 13, 14, 12, something like that, without like a strong hand guiding you. That's why you need it. You need that school for gifted youngsters, because boy, look, you can't be like 13 years old and be like, I can just create fire from nothing. Like, this is not.
And Ben Parker or Jonathan and Martha Kent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're tossing it my way, which I think you're doing,
so I'll throw it to Solar real quick. If there's anything you didn't like, what didn't you like?
There are a couple of things I didn't like.
All right.
Number one, I didn't like that Jean went antagonist against Spider-Man from the jump.
Okay.
I get that she was singular in her purpose, but there should have at least been the either help me or get out of my way conversation.
Got you.
And not the, yeah, guess what? I'm just going to hurt you. I'm just going to hurt everything. I'm going to hurt everybody. That was a problem for me. Second, and I think this is just one more pass in the writer's room. What's going on, Mike? So the second pass in the writing room is, I don't know if it's because I'm not in my 20s or anymore, or because it was lazy writing, but the heel turn of Damage Control wasn't a heel turn. It was very, it's a corporate executive of the paramilitary force or the extrajudiciary force.
Yeah.
And he's being real nice to Spider-Man. Like, one of the reasons that we never suspected that Hydra had taken over S.H.I.E.L.D. was that Nick Fury wasn't nice to anybody. You always knew that Nick had his job and you were either in the way or one of his tools. But as soon as this dude talked to Spider-Man when they had him in the little metal detector saying, take off your mask, it's like, oh no, that's Spider-Man. He's cool. What's going on, Spidey? Let me give you a tour. What's going on, bro? Look, we got the hand here. By the way, I speak fluent Japanese and the hand listens to me because that's just how it goes. Don't call
the
any
evil the evil organization listens to me.
Yeah. Don't call the defenders. Don't worry about them. So we're all good. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. And due to the nature of my job, I can't tell you what's behind that door. Well, have you heard about this? Why, no, I have not. So you get a bunch of vague language and then a direct no from a guy at the corporation. I'm like, lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. Like, he was too personable to be a good guy.
That's cold.
He wasn't, a good
he was
guy.
Way too calm.
The brother can't be good, man. Come on, Marvel.
No.
Nah.
It was in the Maltese Falcon. He gets contracted by the Femme Fatale. And then later on, she comes back and she's like, oh, Sam, I lied to you about this. He's like, yeah, I knew. Well, you knew? What do you mean you knew? Well, because you had paid me more than you would have if you were telling the truth, and enough more to make it okay. And this dude was too agreeable to be telling the truth, but not cooperative enough to make it okay. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Can I throw in a point on that to what I don't like, just to play it directly into that? I think I don't want to overstep with this one because I know they might have to come back. I think I'm sick of damage control. And just because the fact that, I not to break the wall of the movie, but the fact that Wonder Man now no longer exists, I guess, because they canceled it.
Well, I mean, just because they canceled it doesn't mean that he don't exist. He's just out there somewhere.
I'm just gonna assume that he ain't gonna have no meaning. And sadly, with Bob, what's his name, the other Bob that retired, what he wanted to do, he actually wind up honoring his wishes. They let that thing rock, and then they still canceled it, even after all it did. So I'm kind of like, am I over damage control? Maybe, because where is this? I ain't gonna say where this is going, because they gotta have some government shady thing. But I feel like at this point, y'all can bring back some version of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know it got blown up a gajillion times, but it always comes back. Damage control is overstepping their boundaries to me.
I will say damage control does seem. They seem like small potatoes.
Yes.
See, I'm gonna have to push back on that too, because damage control has been a problem ever since they first made their first appearance in the MCU in Spider-Man Homecoming. As soon as it's because of damage control that we got the Vulture, and then in Miss Marvel, it was damage control trying to collect the superpowered kids and doing that whole thing. They have been set up.
They were straight kidnapping. Like,
that's why Spider-Man work with them is something that kind of does, like, bruh, don't you get that they're terrible?
Damage
they're not even trying to be good.
Yeah, well, but they're trying to pretend. Like, damage control is the answer to Hydra, because Hydra is obvious evil because of Mustache Man. So essentially what they've done is they said, okay, we're going to put Captain America's number one adversary on, we're going to put them on the bench for a little bit, but we need something to fill that role. The Hand is far too racially insensitive. And I'm just putting that out there because big Asian corporation with a million billion Asian stereotypes, that ain't gonna sell. Even if it is Japan and the biggest biggest customer is China.
No, you're not wrong, because a lot of the Asian folk do not like Japan and Japan, Korea.
Yeah,
me and Mike went over this a gajillion times.
Yeah.
That is real world problems that will affect your bottom line.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about Japan's past for real, because it's like,
tolerate each other for anime and for K-pop. That's it.
Yeah. And if Feige is smart, he's gonna have the hand either at war or absorbed by the Five Rings if there's ever a Shang-Chi sequel. But we need something out there as a government force because of the big thing that this movie sets up, which is we need to make the Marvel world really hostile for people with powers. Because X-Men are coming, but the X-Men isn't really what the X-Men are. The X-Men characters are not 5% as important as they are if they come into the Marvel universe as it is. Because the Marvel universe as it is with the Avengers and the Fantastic Four, that's DC. That is, there are superheroes around, everybody likes them, and everybody's waiting for them. And that ain't the X-Men's world.
I think they could probably kick it with, we got the Avengers and we like the Avengers. And now you got these random people, they're not Avengers. We don't know who they are. We can't tell who they are until they have powers. And I mean, unless they're like Morlocks or something. So we don't like that because it's not
easy.
sanctioned. It's unorganized.
It's an easy sell. There's these youth that are going through puberty. You sell it as these youths that go through puberty. They get their hormones out of whack and they get these weird powers. Oh, we gotta stop. How do we stop this? How do I keep my little Billy and Johnny and Susie from being a weird person after puberty?
You know what? You could always roll the evangelical crowd on that one, but I don't know how that'll fly.
Go with the red there.
Because you could definitely, I'm keeping my kids away from these muties, and I don't want them to be like them, and I can see that play out.
The thing about the Marvel universe is
got William Stryker.
They haven't set up an anti-superpower propaganda machine, and the X-Men is nothing in a world that isn't actively targeting them. And so, how do you do that across a film series where the blip has happened? Everybody knows what's up. Everybody knows that there are aliens. Everybody knows that there's wizards. How do you set up mutants in the world where people just accept that they can disappear for 5 years?
I think they kind of did it with, if they I'm interested to see how they lean on what Jean did at the end of Brand New Day with freezing, because they could be like, that wasn't New Avengers. That wasn't the Avengers. That was some of these new such and such, and they have powers and this, and then they can blame it.
Is going to want to get it out there.
Well, and see, that's what they've been
doing. That's why we were controlling them. Yeah. That's why we were trying, because you don't understand how dangerous they were. And
now give us more funding.
And then
now give us more funding, government.
Pay
your tax dollars.
Doing that with Miss Marvel.
And we already got the inhibitor chip. Oh man!
I was gonna go there.
We one step from the collars now.
But they kicked it into second gear with the Thunderbolts, because we finally have a superpowered person that did something bad to a whole bunch of people that wasn't from outer space. Mm-hmm. Okay. And now we've got a teenage girl that possessed the entire city of New York to get at one dude. So now they're creating this world where people are starting to no longer trust costumes.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest.
Uh-huh.
I think when Doom set the world ablaze on fire, and how much people are able to remember after Secret Wars, because Secret Wars, I mean, if he literally rips the Earth apart, make Battle World. If anybody in the government knows that, I mean, you're kind of gonna be sick of super people by then. By the time another world threat can rip the world apart and then reshape reality. Like, yeah, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of y'all. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's enough of this.
I just can't wait until we get to
you're
the
gonna
point.
have the average everyday person. Oh, go ahead.
No, they did a really good job of setting that part up. But again, what I
can't wait till the mutants are calling the humans flat scans. That's all I'm waiting for.
Not flat scans.
Wow.
You damn flat scans.
But yeah, so as far as what I didn't like that corporate brother was obviously evil, and I didn't like that Jean didn't at least try and talk to Spider-Man because he's the public hero.
Yeah.
She didn't even give him a chance.
Kind of like I said in my I don't know 2-second rewrite. Like, yo, look, you the only one that'll believe me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one. Look, they got my sister, and like, whose sister? They got my. Who's they? You know what I'm saying? Damage control ain't crazy. They help people. And like, you got to break down everything, and you just, instead of him fighting against her, you got her essentially sending him to go look and find like, oh, and then Black Widow can still be like, yeah, damage control ain't really all they say it is, but you ain't heard that from me.
And the second thing that I didn't like, I kind of liked, but I didn't like, but I kind of like I didn't like that it was there, but I'm glad they did it the way that they did it. Okay, which is this. As iconic as the Symbiote series is, and the reason that the Symbiote series is so iconic isn't because of Creative Venom, but it was because we finally got to see Mr. Parker and not Peter. I like that if they were going to show Spidey going dark, I like that they showed it with a secondary mutation. Part of me was hoping he would grow the extra arms, but that's just me being an 80s kid. But I didn't like that they did it in this movie. I think they should have waited one more movie because establishing Peter's life outside of the Day series, I think, was enough of a story. And introducing Jean was enough of a story. And establishing his relationships with his rogues gallery, the Punisher, who John Bernthal is to the Punisher what Ryan Reynolds is to Deadpool. Fight me, I will go 10 toes down on that. I think the Black Air Force energy that they were trying to put in on him was a little too much.
Okay.
I really think it was a little too much. But overall, that's a small percentage of what can be talked about with this movie. So I will pass the mic because we got a couple other people in here.
I throw it to Mark Dub. Mark Dub, I know you fresh in here, but we're on things that we didn't like before we wrap up with things that we did. So is there anything in the movie that you did not like?
That is a tough question because I left the movie so satisfied. So very satisfied. Like it was very good. If there are things that, like, I agree with Solar, man. Like, her fight could have been, she wouldn't have had to do all that if she had just had a conversation. Like, you're a telepath, but you don't look to converse with someone first. Outside of that, though, man, I love it. With Jean being the villain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did make Jean go a little rough. I say a little rough. She, like you said, she possessed the whole borough of Manhattan.
She literally froze. She just froze people in time for like a good. I mean, of course, this is movie time. We don't really know how long, but I'd say at least, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or something. How long?
Enough to make Zendaya cry.
Bro, long enough for them to
Like,
feel like
everything that was
a
frozen
bomb
in
threat
her
was
face.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right,
Long enough for Frank to go back and get the sniper rifle.
Frank, man, that dude. What did I not like anything about John Bernthal? I don't think so. I think I loved it.
Cool.
There was a friend who was nitpicking. He said even Peter, even the Black Eyed Peter. That's hilarious. Even Black Eyed Peter would not be able to realistically throw hands with the Hulk. But I was like, yeah, you know what? He really was ducking the smoke. So, and he actually fought him the way that has fought him countless times in the comic. Largely avoided him because one of them haymakers make spider juice. So,
but with that said, homie did take two real slams from the Hulk before he like snuck onto his back. Like, so I'm not saying that their power is equal because I don't even need. I know I've read enough, especially I've read enough Immortal Hulk to know. They are not, especially Immortal Hulk, they are not on the same level. But the fact that Spider-Man can at least take some damage, Spider-Man is way more powerful than like we give him credit for, because he always like being cool and laughing.
He's never portrayed. I don't know if he's ever been portrayed like really as strong as he is. Because we do the nerd power scaling thing. They say that he can bench press approximately 20 tons. That's a lot.
Yeah, because if he has the proportionate strength of a spider, like, bruh, the guy could, especially for regular humans that he fights against, he could.
Right.
I will say,
destroy them at a moment's notice.
In the first home movie,
when
he lifted the building, all the rubble off his back.
Yeah.
When he lifted that rubble, he was at his extreme, but that was a pretty impressive feat. He just don't be trying to kill people.
The boat rudder or whatever that he lifted off his back and he just threw it like he was like, I was like, yo, hold up, how heavy is that thing?
Yeah.
Hey, even when he grabbed Scorpion's tail and like he got rough with Scorpion was like, wait, I wasn't expecting all this.
Oh,
this is a little much.
Oh well, Gene was like, hold up, what?
You mean when he put on the Black Air Forces and turned Scorpion into the police?
He just slapped
the cop car. Get in it.
He slapped Scorpion to the police and almost killed a cop.
Yeah.
Which like, dang.
Yeah, but he turned him in.
He did turn him in.
Bro, he lucky he's Spider-Man, because see, if that was like a black superhero,
if that was Luke Cage,
like, he tried to kill a cop. He's evil now.
Yep. But all right, so all right, I'll throw it to Coop. Coop, are there any things before we go on and enjoy our comic book blessings that we received this weekend? Are there any things that you didn't like about this movie?
Just besides the dude from Damage Control, like I didn't dislike him, but just the concept of Damage Control in general, I get it. They have to kind of be there, kind of getting past their expiration date for me, because I always thought of Damage Control as a joke, and I'd rather see Shield come back. I get why it's hard for Shield to come back, but it's like y'all, MCU, look, y'all got rid of Blade, y'all got rid of Wonder Man. Time to get Samuel Jackson back in this thing some type of way. Just a smidge. He better be.
You ain't got no brothers in the house.
Just if you can, send them off in Secret Wars, y'all. If you ain't gonna redo another Nick Fury, which you should, just be like, haha, I was in my old Nick Fury body, now I'm young again. I was my life model decoy. You can do anything with Nick Fury. Just make him black. Just make him black again. Just make him black again.
I'm with you on the fact that we need more Marvel main characters that look like us, but I ain't gonna act like I forgot about Rhodey.
Rhodey is nowhere to be found.
Rhodey gone. We ain't worried about Rhodey.
He ain't nowhere to be found.
I don't even care no more. Secret Wars ruined it so much for me. Just let Iron Man is dead. Let Rhodey be gone. Just end the Iron Man verse.
All right, cool. Well, okay. Then
Rhodey legs broke anyway. He gonna come back hobbling. Watch.
I'll
I was
start
about to
this.
say, are Rhodey's legs broken, or was that the Squirrel's legs who were broken?
Oh, that was Rhodey.
Oh,
That was
no,
Rhodey.
real Rhodey got the broken legs, and then the scroll, like he just walked around normal. But but all right, cool. So all right, so here goes. Now we can enjoy it. So I'll start with the things that I loved. All right, I feel like this is a universe again. I feel like everybody is here in the same world. We're not siloed off to no, there's like other people and we see how it affects them and whether they care or not, or whether, we see those things now. And that is something that I think Marvel has been missing. I will say, I'll give Quantumania this. Quantumania did at least have their main character say, hey, did I screw this up for everybody? Letting us know that he's at least thinking that there is a larger world outside of him. Now, of course, but at least that movie, it feels like Marvel started to let us know, okay, we know there's a larger existence outside of the titular character. In this movie, we get to see how the cops sort of feel, how the city feels about him, how Punisher feels about him, even how Black Widow just be, I guess the Avengers ain't got nothing to do right now because homegirl is just chilling.
Hey, she say what he was doing was small potatoes. She's doing
small
potatoes.
potatoes.
Bro, shout out to her, man.
All right, come here.
I'm sorry. I missed that whole cue because, this movie taught
good
me
night.
fantastic filmmaking, which is no matter what I'm doing.
Say what's up.
If I want my movie, what's going on?
Say what's up. Say what's up in the mic. Say I love all y'all. Peace. All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, whatever movie I'm making, I just need to add Florence Pugh kicking it in the hot tub, and my movie will make $100 billion. That's all it is.
It does not hurt.
Yo, Shorty just like, I'm like, is it your day off? Like, don't y'all got like, Shorty just like, she on the laptop, she was just like, what's up? Like, she works from home. No, you're an Avenger. Don't y'all have like things?
It
Shorty was like,
Let's be real. Her first line was "Take off your clothes." And I'm like, well, I guess the dads are here.
Oh.
I felt like she was in her own HBO dramedy special for a minute with this hot tub scene. Like, I was like, where is this going? But I like it. Like, I'm here to
Elena only having to be on set for one day.
Hey, bro. That's a hell of a payday. You go be in the pool naked on a laptop, and then that's what you get. That's how you do your scene.
You know what? Yeah. I can even see the pitch meeting of, all right, we only need you in for one day. You're going to have 2 conversations with Spider-Man. And Florence going, I want a hot tub.
Hey, I want a hot tub? Yeah, I want a hot tub.
We gotta
I'm just saying.
But we've done a couple of films with her, and she doesn't seem eccentric like that. Don't worry about it. I'll make it work.
I mean, Florence Pugh is
eccentric like that. Remember her first real cameo in Hawkeye? So
yeah, she was eating the bad food.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of her in the Black Widow movie, and then also her again in Thunderbolts. She didn't seem like the hot tub soak type.
She was depressed though. She was depressed.
Oh, she was depressed. She got it off of her now. She's free.
And also, real world thing. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. I think some people might agree with me. Florence Pugh is like, look, I'm kind of hot. She look like she's been working out. I don't think she got no complaints to like, look, we gonna stretch that PG-13.
There was
that's all I gotta say.
All we gonna do, this is gonna help look. All we gonna do is put you in the pool and have that water line come like right.
Hey, bro.
Had that water line crest right where it needed to be.
They stretched it like Marvel Rivals. They on the borderline.
Man, Marvel. Yeah.
I can't say that because Marvel Rivals did release Malice. So yeah,
whatever the rating system is, they stretched it to the thinnest margin.
Another thing that I enjoyed in this flick was like seeing Spider-Man sort of in different situations. His different relationships with different people, especially with the officer and Punisher. Because Punisher ends up being like a like a big brother, like an uncle kind of type. Like it's just an interesting dynamic with them, and it's funny because it's a similar dynamic. Okay, like this, like Punisher and Daredevil are like brothers. Punisher and Spider-Man is like the cranky uncle that's seen a lot, and like you trying to be like him, but he like you don't want this. You know what I'm saying? And also shouts to the Punisher for he ain't back down. He stayed low and kept firing when Hulk was there. He knew what to do. Look, keep that trigger pulled. You know what I'm saying? He said the only issue he said he ain't have a bigger gun. That's what I'm talking. See, that's Punisher. That's what I'm talking. He said I need a bigger gun. So, but yeah, outside of that,
I love that Punisher up the skididlia on the Hulk. He was like, oh wow, he's really big. But he, like you said, he did not stop firing. He let the thing go.
yeah, he is like, look, I'm gonna have to keep squeezing on this one because homie, and also we brought back the real Hulk. Yes, I said it. I don't care about this little taking pictures with the kids and holding tacos and stuff. No, I'm talking about the real Hulk. All right, the real Hulk. When he stood up, and Spider-Man was like, "Oh, I didn't know you could get that big."
I will go on record and say that is the best Hulk fight that we have had on film so far.
Yo, 100%. the way Spider-Man was just running, I even said out loud, I was like, "Get out of there!" they just get out of there.
The
just
choreography was on point, man. That was very good. That was, I don't know, I forgot who they said. I mean, I think it was the Shang-Chi's choreographer.
Mm-hmm.
So that person has worked on a lot of Hong Kong stuff. They had Spider-Man moving right, like as a person who's not he's not a true martial artist, but can do all the fantastical stuff that like House of Flying Daggers or Flying Swords. That's how he was moving, and it's like, that's how he should move. And the fact that the way how they made the room did not spin when he spun, he just spun, and the shot kept going. It was like, I was like, I don't know, like however y'all know that in director school, however they made that work, but they made it work seamlessly. Where that used to be like a shaky cam type of vibe.
Oh yeah.
Or they had to spin, or they had to change the angle. It didn't like it's like almost an optical illusion the way that worked.
All right, now actually I'm gonna pass this to Coop after this statement. Once again, we find out the Hulk is way faster than you think. Y'all keep messing. Look, y'all keep messing with the Hulk. Cause see, y'all cause he seemed like, oh, he big, he gonna be slow. Nah, man, look, Hulk be on you fast.
Whoever,
y'all better stop playing with him.
Man, before I get the things that I know, y'all, he has the reason why the Hulk can jump so high because he has some of the strongest muscles in the universe. That's why he can appear where everybody be shocked, like, oh, you jump really good. Shout out to Samurai Jack. That's a joke. But that's also a nod to the Hulk. It's like, I don't fly. I just jump really good, man. I got it like that.
I'm just jump over there, leave a crater, and jump again.
I remember in the first movie, in the first Hulk movie, I felt like they impressed on us just how fast he can run. They had him running in the desert. And I was like, man, that big sucker is moving. And
oh god, yeah, the Uncle Lee had a moving.
He was for real.
And I just kind of, I guess I always envisioned him moving like that. So, like you said, he's way faster than he has any business being. He's like Bo Jackson with an attitude problem. Yeah.
No. If Shaq was faster than point guards, what does that tell you? The Hulk is pure muscle. What does that tell you? But I don't know. I mean, I get it. And sometimes you see him lumbering because he always wants to fight. He don't run from nothing, but he can run to you. But things that I like, man, again, the Hulk shot, but also more so the Hulk. Even though I know we had smart Hulk, little shout out to Marvel Rivals. They already put the Professor Hulk skin in the game.
Oh, really?
It's dope. I kind of like it. I kind of like the fit. I don't wear sweaters, but I appreciate those guys pull off the collegiate look. Shout out to Mark Ruffalo, man. He's just a good dude, bro. Mark Ruffalo is doing yeoman's work, as they say, to still love this role that we gotta Hulk. We ain't gotta have the Edward Nerd situation, even though he was good. I'm just glad that we have one Hulk until he can't do it anymore. Because I don't know, like people, there can always be another Spider-Man. You gotta get I need your Hulk gotta be an adult. He can't be a child.
Yeah, I
don't never want to see child Hulk unless you're gonna do Amadeus Cho, and he's not really a child, but.
Yeah, because
I'm not gonna say
how old is Amadeus Cho?
He could be anywhere from 16 to like in his early 20s.
Yeah, because that's the whole champion series that I told y'all to do years ago, but y'all done blew it now. So
you would have to do
Amadeus that and Strange Academy. You would have brought in all the YA crowd, but you ain't listening.
But they still could do what? But yeah, they can't. I think they canceled it. But ultimately. So shout out to him, but I did love the Hulk scene. Again, this is my favorite Black Widow. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people love some ScarJo and be kissing her butt.
Yelena is definitely better, yo.
Yelena has won it. She won that for me.
She's funny. She's funny. Like witty.
I think the only people that want ScarJo are the same people that want Terrence Howard to go back to being Rhodey.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, when Terrence Howard was trying to drop knowledge on us, I was like, he done. When homie was on the red carpet trying to drop knowledge, I was like, yo, if Terrence don't get out of here.
And why they always go put on a turban or some do-rag on when they
get home? Won't he wear like an ascot trying to be cool? Like, man, get out of here, man.
So ultimately, but things I just love, man, the cinematography of the movie, like the tone of it, that it was dark, but it was somehow grounded in this fantastical way. And just, to see Pete it felt like a new take on Tobey Maguire type of vibe, where it wasn't like he was a punching bag, but he wasn't. But he was excellent as Spider-Man, and he was like, Peter didn't realize I need help. And I love just the side characters. What's her name from The Orange Is Black? Also from The Bear. Excellent choice. Brown. Just them, like when they was talking and just saying, "Hey, what's my kid's name?" Like you said, and just have that conversation. It's like, see, like, and she's trying to give him like, real human advice, like whatever goodness in your heart that makes you want to be this good person, but we need you to be a good person. Get some rest, be your best, because what you do is very important. You need to do it well. Take a moment, man. And it's just like, for somebody to say those things, and a lot of that sometimes we need to hear that in real life. And that what grounded the movie. And to take it back from, we done had Spider-Boy, be Mr. Stark's assistant. That was good. I'm always going to love the home series. But Peter needed this. Tom Holland needed this. The story, the continuation of this current Spider-Man needed. So those
I would
are
even
things
say that the home series actually makes this movie work even more.
It does.
Because we're like, oh, snap, he did have it made. Dang.
Yeah, he went from the penthouse all the way to the bottom. Like he lost his auntie. He done lost
all the technology.
His college. Where he lost Zendaya. He lost Ned. He lost Zendaya.
He caught an ill beat down by the Goblin. That fight scene.
Bro, the Goblin
y'all go back and watch that fight scene again. Like, yo,
bro,
the Goblin.
Me and Mark was talking about this. I forgot what I said to Mark, and I tell some people, I was like, first of all, William Dafoe. I now just was typing chat. We were talking about stuff, and I typed, "Finish it, Spider-Man, finish it," and they got the joke. Because it just seemed great. But we watched it on, shout out to Inevitably Dope. We watched Spider-Man 1. Bro, Goblin was so insane. Like, now that it's aged, he's aged even more insane how he was. How rude he was. How he was just like, Harry, just groom your girlfriend and be done with her. That type of girl don't like, damn. I forgot he said that. Like, bro, this is stuff that ain't. Even this was a PG-13 movie back then. It'd be really offensive now. When he said, "Just groom her and be done with her."
Man. And then when he came in No Way Home, and when he whooped him from upstairs to downstairs, I was like, "Oh, I forgot." I forgot. Tom Holland or Peter One ain't really fought nobody like that.
No.
Like he ain't really fight
Nah.
nobody like that.
You punching him and he's smiling. He's turning to you and smiling, and he's having fun. He's like, "This is great. I'm gonna kill you. I got to make you suffer because I'm Goblin."
Because I'm sure Goblin was like, "Oh, this Spider-Man weak."
He's like,
yo, man, he was. Whoo. So
I'm going to kill me a spider today.
Spider-Man got some Kool-Aid in his heart. We about to mess over him, and he did too, man. Like you said, Coop, he broke his brain. I think
he broke his spirit.
I think what you said about him being grounded, Tom Holland as Spider-Man, the people love him because even though he's Spider-Man, he's one of them. They look at him like he's one of them. Oh, like they not even letting him catch a fade without trying to help him out. I love it.
Throw in one more thing. I'm glad you said something. Let me throw in one more thing that I like. Yo, I gotta say this, even though I'm not against some of this and that. Yo, can you imagine? Let me paint this picture. You are a Spider-Man loving teenager from New York in the summer of 2026. The Knicks just won the finals, and you see that crowd cheering for Spider-Man. Do you know how you feel about like whatever, like y'all know that, like for something to be that synergetic, only Spider-Man, Superman, or Batman can produce a moment like that. And I was like, and I looked at Mark, I said, that's it. The crowd, y'all, something about that crowd, the crowd cheering their hero in real life New York when the Knicks just won the championship. And
then of course seeing the little kid look at Tom and be like,
it ain't nothing.
Like, man, it was too good.
I gotta look. No matter if you hate on the Knicks or think New York is annoying and this and that, but I gotta say, there's only a few places on this earth that can celebrate, that can get you in a celebratory mood like that, and just can stand out like that. New Orleans is one of them, because we party down here is something else too. Like New York, God bless them, is something that you just ain't gonna forget. It's like when kids are our age and they're like, I remember the summer of 2026, Spider-Man beat up Damage Control and the Knicks won the championship. It's gonna be in some order. It's gonna be look, they go just like it's gonna be in that conversation. It's like Spider-Man made $1 billion the first weekend and the Knicks won the championship. If I
oh man. All right, I'm gonna throw it over to Solar. Solar, what did you like about the movie?
Honestly, MJ. I liked MJ. And that says a lot, because this was, in my opinion, her best depiction on film so far. She was emblematic of Spider-Man's relationships to everybody else out there. Like, I kind of want to know what happened on Staten Island with him and the Punisher, but then I don't really need to. But the fact that it was Spider-Man on his horse going, what I got, you ain't got. And it's like, you don't know what I got. What do you think you know, kid? It's like, well, do you have this, and this? And it's just like, yeah, I got that. What do you need all that for? And she's like, making bombs.
Man, and he was like, yep.
What you're working on right now? You should try doing it like this. Well, it doesn't put out that much of a thing. Yeah, but it's close to the device. And it was like, oh yeah,
smartest MJ ever.
That's a perfect example. That's a perfect example of needing fresh eyes on something.
Yeah,
like,
that was refreshing.
Because sometimes you've been staring at something too long, where it's like you need a break. Let someone new come in and be like, "Oh, just move this over there," and you're like, "That's it."
Just making her a smart woman.
One thing about comics in general, and comic properties in general, is that they don't know how to make the love interest interesting in a way other than love. And the writing on MJ shows the audience what Peter sees in her other than hot. You see what I mean? Like, okay, she's Zendaya, she's easy on the eyes. We all know that. But the fact that she's smart, the fact that she's got a little darkness in her, like, it wasn't the Punisher going, I had stuff around to do what I do. She's like, he needs it for making bombs. Wait, but how you know that? Don't worry about it.
Or she even has that kind of nurturing side. Yeah, she has that nurturing side where she was like, it's time to tell him. He can handle it.
Yo, can I just jump in one more to y'all point? Y'all cooking. Like you in my head, Solo, like you say. The part where he felt comfortable enough to take his mask off and he realized, like, wait. Because he was smiling. The smile on Peter's face. I was like, oh, look at Pete. He's so happy. Now also, real world meta.
It wasn't her.
And this man also making another movie with his.
It's not real.
Making a movie with his wife.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing, the big part that won me over with MJ, was when she found the letter, and she was like, "No, we gonna talk for real." And it really wasn't one of those like. The writing kept on the edge of, you know what? We've seen what they've been through. We've seen all this stuff. Maybe he will get the girl. And she's like, I know there are holes in my memory, but I don't feel that way about it. But her actions said, I'm willing to.
Yeah, the action said
when
door might be open.
Yeah, the action said the door isn't closed. Like, I'm going to give you a shot to see what could grow versus, I can't believe you lied to me and blah, blah. No, I hate that trope.
Oh, God, that'd be terrible.
But I can see how much you loved this person, but I ain't her. And, so I'm really sorry, but what you want or what it looks like you want, you can't have. And him going, I know you're not her, but I'm still me. And she's like, babe. And then she was like, you want to meet Ned because she's still a really big fan. And he was like, yeah. And that was cool.
That was so touching. That was touching.
Yeah. I mean, I was right there with him as soon as he was like, fine, keep your secrets. And then I started quoting Lord of the Rings as well, because I'm a nerd. And the fact that they were doing the Star Wars Lego set like they used to.
Yeah.
And when she was like, y'all look like best friends. Like, this Mary Jane is not this MJ is not a moron. And I like the fact that they're, she's not a damsel in distress. She's not stupid. She's got a little bit of, I'm gonna take a chance. She reminds me of a well-written Lois Lane. And I really appreciate. Yeah, I really appreciate that they lean that hard into.
So, can I add this real quick?
Outside. Yeah.
Can I add this real quick? I'm just be honest. After watching Spider-Man 1 and 2, Kirsten Dunst, she looked the part, and I like Kirsten Dunst. But God, she sucked. She was written so terrible. She was dumb. She was idiotic.
Fine. That writing was garbage.
The writing was garbage.
Yeah.
The
writing was terrible.
They made her and I'm not saying that women can't have choices, but she cheated on all three of everybody at the same time. She was dumb.
You know what? She was cheating. She was cheating all over the place.
But at the same time, I mean, she should have even dated Harry, because Harry didn't have no. I'm gonna be clean. He wasn't his own man because he was such a wimp.
Yeah, I'm on not.
Harry was trash too, though.
Shade on Dunst's Mary Jane, because she did the best she could with a script that turned the character into a football. Okay?
God, it's such a unlikable
just, I mean, I don't.
They fixed it.
You just read the script without anybody's performances or facial expressions or anything. She was written poorly. Because she was barely written. She was just there. You could have replaced her with a gold brick, and she would have done the same thing in the story.
Dang.
And I say gold brick because Toby Spider-Man was poor, so dropping the gold brick and dropping the busload of kids.
Makes sense.
That's still a hard choice. Toby Maguire's Spider.
Oh man!
If it wasn't for that Aunt May,
I loved Jay.
just saving it. Oh my God!
I really loved the Punisher.
Yeah.
He was written as a fantastic supporting character, and you really got to see his human side because the way he bonded with Mary Jane or with MJ so quick because he saw she was a person, and the fact that he felt bad when Spider-Man took the bullet for Jean Grey. I'm like,
yeah,
you know what? Good. I like John Bernthal. I'm 10 toes down on him playing this part because his writing and his emotional back and forth is so brilliant because in one moment he's being cool, he's talking to people, all that stuff is good, and somebody will say something and he'll be triggered. He'll be like, all right, cool. Oh, yeah, that's your girlfriend or something? Yeah, now I see how you look at her and all that stuff. What are you talking about, Frank? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you think you know me? You think you know this stuff about me? And it's like, whoa.
One question, though. One thing that did bother me about the Punisher, not necessarily the Punisher, is that isn't the Punisher a very, very, very wanted criminal? Why would they just let him chill at a hospital?
I don't think at this point, isn't he cleared from everything?
I don't think you can clear the Punisher because he don't stand for trial for nothing. He just was out
there.
Well,
no, hold up. Okay, so this is
it's from Daredevil and from this that. Even though this is after
Fist, Daredevil,
but he still is a wanted criminal for several murders of killing high-profile.
But remember, at the end of season 2 of The Punisher, the CIA wiped away a whole bunch of crimes and stuff.
I'm saying, but he still.
So I wonder if that sort of protection still stands, where they kind of clean up stuff he does. Maybe
he still killed police officers, and after
dirty.
They dirty. I'm just saying. The Punisher don't really just be like publicly chilling.
That don't just go away.
I'm just saying he also.
It's the CIA, man. They do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that don't matter. The cops, they'll still push their limit. But I'm just saying, and that don't matter in New York either. You know how that works. I'm just saying that was what.
And plus,
I get it.
Honestly, hold up. We don't know. But we don't know if Punisher killed cops. Only person who was there was Punisher and Daredevil, so we don't know who.
It's been reported.
Cops just dead. We don't know.
We know he killed people. I'm just saying. If you know what the man looked like, the man was on trial a couple of times in Daredevil. I'm just saying that kind of just stood out for me. I get it. By that time. Look, New York was cheering. I was in a parade with him with the kid doing the hands.
Man, when the kid said, man, I was like, yo, we done,
if they knew Punisher was in that hospital, I know they didn't know, the crowd didn't know, but I'm saying hospital people knew that this is possibly the Punisher. Like, somebody knew that is the Punisher. Now, we could just say the lieutenant or whatever, the detective, she cleared the path for him or something. So I'm willing to
keep it like this.
With the dog.
I'm gonna keep it like this. Let's say I work at the hospital and the Punisher there. I ain't got nothing to say.
I'm not saying that. I ain't saying somebody. I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah. I don't know who that is.
You want him arrested? Go ahead and arrest him. I'm gonna let that crazy mother go his way.
I see the Punisher coming. I'm going the other way. I'm not even saying. I ain't saying nothing.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
He gonna go up to the Punisher. He go, let me tell you something. Why are you talking to me?
I am gonna be like Ronaldo Ray in the first Friday movie when Debo came. I am out.
Ronaldo Ray. Oh man.
I am out. I am not. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that crazy mofo. That boy got more bodies. Whew.
It's a small thing that just itched my mind. I know it's stupid. I was like,
Nah,
It's like,
I mean, I agree. I know. I know
this
he
is the
do some
Punisher.
extra legal activities,
Look,
but
It's
hey,
the
look,
Punisher,
I'm
baby.
not about to
yeah,
go get him.
I
I
ain't.
mean, yeah,
If
you're
the
right. Who
Punisher
gonna
is
tell him?
here, I ain't got. Look, first, I
Who
ain't
gonna check
snitching.
him? Who gonna check him?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
first, I ain't
Yeah,
snitching.
exactly. Hey, thank you.
It
And
just was
keep in
one of them
mind, we are
things
talking
like,
about New York.
yeah, New
So
York.
it's
So you're
like
right.
somebody brought Spider-Man to the hospital.
But
Did
to
you
be
see
fair,
him? No, I didn't. I was
but to
filling
be
out
I
paperwork.
fair,
don't know.
the people he
To
took
be
care
fair,
that he punished, they had it coming, so they deserved it.
Yep.
I'm just
But
saying,
um,
in Punisher Special, he killed the whole lot.
look, man, don't worry about all that. See, and
yeah.
they was they all. It was kind of like Ghost Rider. They all had it coming. You know what I'm saying? So like,
And and I'm gonna say the last thing that I really liked about this movie, and this is big on me. This is a me thing, and yeah, things are getting dark here at the Wizard's Tower. Um, is
oh, hold up, you're fading out. Your voice is fading
resolution.
out again.
Sorry, hang on.
All right,
How
cool,
about
cool.
now?
Yeah.
The resolution of the movie was something that Spider-Man couldn't punch his way through. And I think that's really important for the movies
Okay.
going forward because we've seen all the big battles and all the conversations is who could kick whose ass. But the good story comes from the idea of what else makes a hero. And this had me at it started with the Winter Soldier. It continued in Doctor Strange 1, where it was you can't just punch the bad guy in the mouth and call it a day.
Oh, it's you're.
So,
Hold up, you're phasing again. You're going low again.
all right, hold up. Let me do the mic thing real quick.
Oh yeah, cause see, this is what happens, man. They don't want you to be great. Kevin Feige
Yeah.
said.
So
Kevin
like I
Feige
was
said, I
saying,
don't want to hear this. No.
yeah. So like I was saying, yeah, they got they don't they had a problem that Spider-Man couldn't punch his way out of. And I think that's real important because at the end of the day, Spider-Man wins in three ways. Appealing to reason, occasionally punching something, and more often than not building a machine. Okay, that's what he's always done. He either builds, he talks, and in the last resort, Goblin, he's got to punch his way out of it. But Jean Grey is not a problem you can punch your way through.
No, not at all.
Nah.
If you lay hands on Jean, she's coming back harder. They shot her with a dart, and look at what she did to 3 boroughs.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna lay hands on Jean. Heaven forbid her boyfriend or her kid pop up. So yeah, I think that was a really big thing. So I really like that. At the end of the day, again, going back over we didn't need him facing his dark side in this movie. At the end of the day, it was Peter's heart that won. And I think that's a really important lesson for people to see in movies starring heroes. So that's where I sit.
Okay. I ain't work. Well, look, guys, it's starting to pour down here in good old North Chesterfield / Richmond. So I'm gonna go on and throw it to Dub. Dub, final thoughts, and where can they find you?
Okay, so this movie on a scale of 1 to 10, I kept telling Coop as we were sitting watching, I was like, bro, I'm loving it already. Like it's gonna have to do a lot to fall out of favor with me because I'm loving everything so far, and that's the way I felt the whole movie. So shucks, I I don't know what I don't like about the movie. There's so many things that I loved about it. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I gotta give it I gotta give it 11.15 thousand. I loved it.
Wow.
And I like I like how they introduced Jean Grey. Um, she like a gray Jedi. She wasn't really that good or that bad. Uh, I don't know how they're gonna go forward with introducing other mutants into the MCU, but I'm cool with this. I'm cool with it. Yeah, I'm still I'm marked up on IG. I'm Mark Wallace in real life. That's so on the Book of the Faces. That's what I am on there too. And I'm out these streets, doing things I should do because I'm legal. 'Cause I'm grown. Yeah.
I cool. Final thoughts. Where can they find you?
Final thoughts. I give the movie like I'm somewhere between a 9 and a 10, like out of 12, whatever. I may not have to go back to the theater to watch it, but would I watch it again? Absolutely. The Spider-Maning, if you will, was pretty dope. Just the flipping, the dipping, the fighting, the Tom Holland of it all. Like those part, like there's some things that do grasp me and that stick with you, and it's just something cool about to see, hey man, this dude got to make a fire movie with his wife and it's super successful, and his wife adds so much to add to him, and that allows him to get his acting skills off. And it's like, I feel like this is gonna be something that if Tom Holland ever wins the award, we're gonna be looking back at this when he's an old man like Tom Cruise, before he starts going crazy and just doing more flips. Real life, I don't think he's gonna do that for real life. That, or maybe when he just go do all British stuff, whatever. Because I keep forgetting he's British when you hear him talk, and he start putting those extra T's on his words. But it felt good, man. It felt right. It was like the right timing because look. Marvel, rightfully so. Disney, rightfully so. Because I'm mad about Wonder Man right now at the moment. Deserves a lot of criticisms, whatever. But at the same time, and the blade fumble. I don't understand it. I really don't get it.
Well, I get it, but that's another.
Yeah, but
there's another podcast.
But,
even though I told
that's for
y'all
Tuesday night down by the docks.
I told y'all that movie won't gonna happen, but
they can't find a way to do it. Blade Ghost Rider gonna be up in your face with all the little ghost flaming head dolls and all this other stuff. But I'm just saying, overall, it did its job for me. It's hard not to like Spider-Man. The MCU, I hate him in Rivals. That's another story. But anyway, it feels great. It feels right. But this was a good continuation and kind of a closing of the home series, because I feel now that maybe we don't need to see Ned and Zendaya in the next single Spider-Man movie. I think we can move past them for a little while, maybe at least 1 or 2, and that might just be it. Like this might just be, there's nothing to do. She said it. I'm not that person. I'm sorry, but I can tell you need a friend. Maybe Ned comes back, because Ned is the dude in the chair, man. Before Tom Holland's Peter Parker got with some of the baddest light-skinned black women in movies, because that first whatever model she was, like, yeah, he wasn't doing bad at all. That dude got with tall, statuesque model. Who is this?
Back to back.
Who is this woman? Good God. But she, I don't even know her name, but I think I was looking at that, I'm like, who is this girl? Good God. But yeah, but hopefully she was an adult at the time or close to it. But still,
she was
like, Bird. Okay, cool. So I was like, bro, I had to take my eyes off for a second. Even when I first watched it, I was like, that ain't your normal 16-year-old, y'all. Like that ain't how this works.
Man, Hollywood, you be like straight 42, pretending to be in college or something.
30, grown model. I'm 16. No, y'all.
And then that's why kids in high school think they ain't doing, because it's like, bruh, that kid
cannot compare to that.
That kid is not a kid. That kid is a man.
That kid has a whole nutrition and know how to walk the runway and has $1 million wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, it felt good. It felt right. Like I said, the summer of 2026, the Knicks won the championship. Spider-Man saved the box office from all the weird letterbox people. Some are cheering it. Some are like, I don't understand. I'm gonna say this again. This is one of my sayings.
for all you letterbox film bro loser idiots. Y'all know y'all work for Spotify, so y'all know how corporations work. All right, bring it in for a second. Disney did spend billions of dollars on a franchise to not make and use that IP. All right, it's going to be here. They ain't say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we made too many I'm sorry, we make superhero movies. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry we didn't make your little art house film and hire your bro from whatever. I'm sorry that, hey, we didn't stop. We didn't get in the way of obsessions. We didn't get in the way of backrooms. You now have YouTube directors making millions. So is Marvel really in the way? Is whatever, because I'm sorry, a lot of black directors don't get them chances. So either which way it go, I would look, if I gotta have mainstream something, why can't I have superheroes and not be looked at down and stupid? I look at these weirdo sheeple in comments and I'm reading it on these things that I do come across, and it was like, I feel so sorry for them not understanding a real film or whatever. And I think I had to delete some of my comments to some people. Like, and I did leave on one short. I said, when it was like, oh, Ryan Gosling wants to be, he sold out to be Ghost Rider. And it's like, hey, it's almost like people who can act and read comics who's because he's 45. Maybe it's amazing how some of those folks still want to make superhero movies. Amazing. Like Ryan Gosling done won an Oscar. He done been in comedies. He done did it all. He haven't really did a superhero movie. Everybody's done did it in Hollywood, y'all. Everybody. Like,
I don't see.
Good God, I don't know what y'all expect. If you think Ryan Gosling got to make every little dreary thing, whatever, and he's 45. He ain't a 20.
Y'all want him to make Drive too?
Like, he done did Drive. He ain't gonna make, like, you can't keep making that movie. He done did Barbie. First of all, I didn't even like Barbie, but he was great in it.
Oh yeah, he did do Barbie. I don't want to hear nothing about no Ghost Rider. He did
that
Barbie.
That man can do, if he done did Barbie,
so he can go work for Mattel, but he can't go work for Disney?
Like, bro, I get it. Barbie was just a art house musical that was fantastical. It was weird, and I get it. It was supposed to be, but it was nothing but a art house expensive art house musical. That's what it was. That did address some things that is specifically for women. Y'all go watch it. Y'all figure out. Y'all go read about it. But I'm just saying, these weirdo folks who are so uppity get on my nerves about what they feel about superhero movies, and they keep lumping things in, knowing damn well they know the business, got friends in the business, got all the opportunity in the business, but then criticize the business when everybody else is lucky to get on Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Just so or whatever, and it just infuriates me. So I'm happy to see Spider-Man win. Also, while Tom Holland is winning in the Odyssey, when the Odyssey is one of the oldest genre, because that's the word they love to say, genre pieces. It's a myth. So superheroes are myths, and what it means to people.
They're our new pantheon, if you will.
Tired of it, and it's just like, look, every superhero movie ain't good. It just like every movie ain't good, but it's not necessarily bad because it's a superhero movie. Yeah. It's just, I need y'all to stop it. I need y'all to get over yourself. So you can find, sorry, that was an angry rant, but that's just like, even if the movie was just alright to me, I was sick of it. I'm really legit sick of it because, and also one little thing, and I told this to Mark. Quit comparing every Marvel movie to Endgame. Endgame was special. Infinity War, it took 10 years to do that. You cannot keep, these actors do not have 10 years to do this. Look, Tom Holland is 30. He's not going to look like that forever. Zendaya is not, well, she might, she's black, but she might look like that for a long time. But I promise you, Tom Holland ain't going to look like that 10 more years. He might still be ripped up, whatever. But you see Matt Damon, oh man, he like, I can't do this no more. But
Matt was ripped up though.
He said, I ain't doing it no more.
Homie took the six-pack out.
This is his last time go around. He ain't gonna have that six-pack no more.
Yo, Matt, look, why you got the six-pack going and do another Bourne film real quick? You got the six-pack going.
He gonna do old Bourne without the six-pack and the beard. He gonna keep the beard. Watch. You're like, I'm on the run. I'm crazy, but still, it's just you can't like y'all the way that people don't take real world time into what actors got to put into their bodies and stuff to make this happen. So also let them actors get that bread, and then they can go make their little weird movies. And then y'all talked about that about Chris Evans, and then y'all ain't even support. Oh, like he did some stuff, but y'all ain't support him as much as he wanted to get supported. Now he back. Depending on how long he back, he may not be back that long. But actors come and go. This is it's a platform. It's not a
job,
movie.
y'all.
It's a
It's
job.
a job.
Disney owns how many platforms and IP?
Like, you know what? Go in
It's a
and
great
wrap up.
job.
I'll talk about it on. But you go in and
You can
tell them where they can find you.
find me, Keith Cooper, blurred period ISH, at IG. You can find the Blurtish page. We're on Spotify, where this podcast will be at as well. I need to get my more. I know I keep saying this. I need to get more consistent on Twitch. If I get Tokon, I am going to Twitch Tokon. If I get it, come beat me up. I'm not playing NERDSoul no more. I'm gonna play you one. I'm gonna play. Look, we gonna have one warm up match. Mike gonna stomp me out. I'm gonna be like, I'm gone. I'm gonna take my little chibi avatar.
I'm not that good, y'all.
Man, don't play NERDSoul. You gonna win. We might win one. And then
Open Mind was like, I can tell you like the game because you're good.
You gonna see Robbie Reyes running over you with his car and whipping you.
I love Robbie Reyes, man.
Flipping and dipping.
One of my favorite characters.
Now, but if I'm on Tokon, come challenge me and beat me up. You're gonna see if you don't like Penny and Miss Marvel, I'm gonna add more to my repertoire, but you're gonna see Penny. I owe it to Penny. She's my rival's queen, my Japanese surrogate daughter, and she gets the job done. I don't care I don't know why y'all hate on Penny. Now one more thing. They starting to say Penny good. Now the season because she got the team up. Now she's good. Y'all ain't real out here. Just because y'all don't do y'all homework. But anyway, I'm gone.
All right. So, final thoughts. Right. Where can they find you?
My final thoughts are, okay, Marvel, you hit us with the Fantastic Four last year, and now you hit us with Brand New Day this year. Keep doing this. Okay, this is the answer to the superhero fatigue. All right. When all of us left this movie, we were happy. We had a good time. We had a good experience. We had some emotional highs, some emotional lows, and you presented a good story. So you don't have to use the exact same formula, but keep doing this. Okay. I will give Phase 4 grace because of COVID experimentation and not quite knowing where you were going with the next phase. But if the phase gets in the way, let it go and keep doing this, because this is honestly the most enjoyable time I've had at a Marvel movie since the Fantastic Four. And that was the most enjoyable. I mean, just the most fun I've had at a comic book movie since Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And that's a big thing. You found it, you found the formula. Sony, stop it. Okay? Just stop it. All right? I know you tried expanding your Spider-Verse or your Spider-Man franchise. You got Miles, and you're killing it with Miles. Keep doing that and stop doing everything else. And this is coming from someone who wanted to like Craven and Morbius and all that.
They never gonna
But
stop.
If y'all got to keep working together, if y'all got to keep collaborating to make stuff this good, then please do. The cameos, as I said, they were numerous, but they were well placed.
Yep.
In this movie, no matter how many people were on screen, be it Scorpion, Tombstone, Tarantula, Bruce Banner. I was almost waiting for a cameo from Doctor Strange somewhere, or Daredevil, or Punisher was on stage. It never took focus away from Spider-Man and Jean Grey, and that is how you do it. Our flashback or our cameos as flashbacks as to what Spider-Man has been doing since last time we saw him was a great way to insert cameos. And I know that was something y'all learned from the Fantastic Four with their origin story. So if this is the new formula, bring us more, because
there's nothing wrong with giving us a little montage at the beginning.
Yeah, this is absolutely the way to tell a fresh story without it feeling like homework. And you gave us characters and performances that were seriously top notch. Overall, if I were to give this a 1 out of 10 rating, which I only do on this channel, I would give this a solid 8. Okay.
Okay. All right.
8. Not 9 or 10, because my standards are stupid high, and nothing gets a 10 from me until it's at least 20 years old. Because if it's still relevant after time, then it's a 10.
Then you bump it up.
Yeah, we're talking Godfather, Wizard of Oz, Do the Right Thing. We're talking those like cultural relevance generations later. So, but quite honestly, I enjoyed this movie more than I enjoyed Matt Reeves' Batman. And that says a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because I really liked Batman. So, will I see it 3 times in 48 hours? No.
More like 72. More like 72.
Yeah. Still, am I willing to watch it again? Absolutely. Will I sit down the children of my life and watch it with them? Absolutely. This was a great film. This was a great Marvel movie. And it has the universal appeal that you guys have been looking for. So yeah, keep doing this. Now I'm looking forward to this Spider-Man meeting the Fantastic Four's Johnny Storm. I'm seeing this Spider-Man actually go to Reed Richards for technological help. So the world is coming together almost as cohesively as it did by Endgame, and I appreciate it. So yeah, keep doing this. I'm actually looking forward to the mutant movies now. When Spidey created when it turns out that Hulk made the inhibitor and Spidey made the inhibitor, my heart was broken a little bit. And then it healed a little bit, because it's one of those, he didn't know exactly what he was doing, or he didn't understand the implications of the science that he was using, which is right there when it comes to Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is sci-fi adventure, always has been. And it does play that role very well. It made just the superpower of telepathy more menacing than the X-Men tried back in 2000. And I thought that was great. So yeah, whatever it is that got us here, keep doing it for about another 10 years. That's about how long it's going to take before it gets old. So yeah, quite honestly, all that. Now, right now, y'all can find me at Back in the Dag on Instagram. And, I'm doing a few more upgrades to the studio. I know I've been saying that for a couple of years, but I promise you when I start going live again, you guys will see where all the work went. All right. But until then, you can find me here. And while you're here, you may as well like and subscribe and leave a comment.
True that.
You can totally do that. Because, you can look at me and say, nobody cares about Rhodey. And I'll be like, I always care about Don Cheadle. It's still real to me. But yeah, so that's where you can find me. And those are my final thoughts.
All right, cool. Final thoughts from me. I'll say this to the people that are like, hating on, Marvel movies and Disney, like, and the actors and everything. Yo, acting is a job. Just remember that. Every one of your TPS reports are not A pluses. They're not. But it's your job. You know what I'm saying? It's your job. So you just get it done. And so understand that. Also, y'all lucky I ain't running Disney. because we would have a 20-minute short that was almost probably like 90% action called Staten Island dropping this Monday. Like y'all lucky, man. Look, because I would be all those little small tie-ins that be like when I said a long time ago, Cap should have went Falcon Cap should have went to Hawkeye after Hawkeye series and been like, look, we getting old, all right, but you got this young girl, you know what I'm saying, Ant-Man's daughter, she don't got no direction. And you already coaching one of them. Look, I need somewhere to send these kids because we getting too old for this. My knees hurt now. You know what I'm saying? A day shoot, like y'all to be getting. So y'all lucky I ain't, because if I was running, y'all be getting way more Marvel. Now at the same time, they wouldn't be full movies. You be getting these nice little 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there to fill in between these movies. But yeah, it'd be Staten Island. It would be nothing but Punisher going ham. And then Punisher getting in trouble and Spider-Man really saving him. And then we could all laugh about how he's like, he was like, you ain't even really saved me. And we can even play it off like that. Boom. Look, y'all be marveled out. Like, cause I'm gonna use my IPs. All right.
No
same thing with Star Wars.
Academy, yo. It's just no way we shouldn't have got Strange Academy.
Yeah, we should have been had Strange Academy.
Champion / Young Avengers, because I know Young Avengers, you probably don't want to use the name Young Avengers because it's probably too hokey for the layman out there, but Champions, just go with that and then you explain it. There you go, Teen Titans of Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And
there you go. But with that
you
said,
can name the Thunderbolts the new Avengers.
I'm sorry, that almost sounded like Midnight something.
Well, that should be coming. That's gonna happen.
That
or
might
Marvel
happen
at night or something. I'm not.
I think
sure.
if Ghost Rider is a blow up, I think we'll see Blade in Midnight Suns because we ain't getting a Blade movie clearly.
You ain't getting a Blade movie. Like, look, but
and now we got to get a new Blade.
Yeah, now thank you. So, with that said, love this movie. 10 out of 10, A+. I can watch this again. That because I base movies on like, can I watch them again? So, for instance, I know everybody like, okay, what's a film that people like, especially the letterbox crowd? The Piano. They love the Piano. I don't feel like watching the Piano, but I can watch Harlem Nights right now. That's what makes a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like watching, Schindler's List. I don't. But I can watch Bad Boys 2 right now. Look, what is the replay value of this film? You know what I mean?
Definitely rewatch Bad Boys 4. Bad Boys 3, some of it, Bad Boys 4, Reggie, yeah.
Yo, Reggie came through, son. Shouts to Reggie. But anyway, of course, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. Until the next time that you have to fight against 4 members of the hand, as well as try to answer the phone because people be always calling you at the wrong time. We just saying, peace.
Later, guys.
We out.